When Volvo unveiled the EX90 to the world back in November 2022, it's also an indication that the Volvo XC90 was reaching the end of its life cycle. While we will only be seeing the EX90 here in Malaysia around 2024, Volvo Car Malaysia has given the 2022 Volvo XC90 some minor updates to keep the vehicle looking fresh. With that, welcome back to Carsick.my for another review video. This time round, I'll be checking out the 2022 Volvo XC90 and see if this large SUV is still appealing even at the end of its life cycle. With the 2022 update, not much has been done in terms of the exterior changes for the updated vehicle. Even after 7 years on the market, the Volvo XC90 is still an elegant looking giant that aged really well. It didn't look old at all when parking beside newer competitors, all thanks to the constant updates that Volvo has done to the vehicle throughout the years. For the 2022 update, Volvo Car Malaysia only changed the design of the rims for the latest XC90. The rim size remains at 20-inch and the tyres are still the same 275/45R20 tyres that fits the look of a sport utility vehicle. Just like the exterior, not much has changed on the inside of the 2022 Volvo XC90. With the use of high-end natural materials from Sweden, it enhanced the premium feel of the interior. On the surface, the only thing that has been changed on the interior of the 2022 XC90 is the conventional looking aircon vents. But the most major update here is the operating system. Just like the Volvo XC60, this latest XC90 is powered by the Android Automotive system that runs the instrument cluster and the infotainment screen. But for the XC90, it now adds on Apple CarPlay for Apple users to connect their iPhones to the infotainment system. To provide the best in-car entertainment experience, the XC90 is fitted with a 1400-watt 19-speaker Bowers & Wilkins sound system. This is still one of the best sound systems that I've ever heard in a vehicle, where it literally makes you feel like you are in a theatre hall when you're playing the right music. Getting behind the wheel, I was greeted by a plush and comfortable driver's seat. The driver's seat is ergonomically designed and it has plenty of adjustment to help me get into a suitable driving position. The view out of the vehicle is good, and for such a huge vehicle, the good amount of glass allows me to guesstimate when I'm driving around tight spaces. And in the second row, it's basically designed to ferry VIPs and bosses around comfortably. The second row is really spacious and it has good amount of legroom and headroom for second row passengers to stretch. Thanks to the width of the vehicle, 3 adults can sit side by side in the second row comfortably as well. Second row passengers get 4 different aircon vents and 2 different climate zones to keep themselves cool. This allows second row passengers to choose their desired temperatures individually. Additionally, the second row seats can also slide and recline to allow access to the third row seats. As for the third row seats, it's not the most comfortable place for adults to travel long distance in. The legroom is there, but it can be quite a squeeze, which means that the third row passengers are at the mercy of the second row passengers to give them additional legroom. On top of that, the seat back for the third row is quite upright, which may be back-breaking for some. But on the plus side, third row passengers get 2 aircon vents on the C-pillars to keep them cool. With all the seats up, the XC90 can still carry up to 436 litres of cargo if needed. But when all the seats are folded down, the XC90 turns into a large cargo carrying compartment that can fit up to 2,426 litres of cargo if they wish to. Apart from the exterior changes, the 2022 Volvo XC90 also gets the updated T8 powertrain to get it going. While the 2-litre turbocharged and supercharged engine remains untouched, this updated powertrain does come with a more powerful electric motor. Here are the performance figures for this powertrain. With this new powertrain, the electric range has also been improved compared to the pre-facelift vehicle. In my real-world testing, I'm getting about 60 km of pure electric driving before the engine has to kick in. In terms of its performance, The XC90 has no issue in keeping up with the traffic. It can still out-accelerate many other vehicles on the road if you want to. The gear change is also very subtle, and I can barely feel any gear change when the vehicle is on the move. After 1000 km of driving, I'm averaging about 6.6 litre per 100 km of fuel economy figure, which is pretty impressive for such a large vehicle. When going over bumps and uneven roads, the XC90 does a good job in isolating the cabin from the road. With the help of the air suspension in the rear, it adds another layer of cushioning for the rear passengers to feel even more comfortable. While the XC90 is a comfort-based vehicle, it still manages to handle the twisty roads rather well. It may not drive as well as a BMW X5, the wide tyres and the all-wheel drive system ensures that the XC90 will have sufficient grip to handle the corners. Body roll is definitely there, but the suspension system does a good job in keeping the vehicle body as flat as possible in the corners. To counter the weight of the vehicle, Volvo has engineered strong regenerative brakes on the XC90 to help out the physical brakes. The regenerative brakes alone have the ability to mimic one-pedal driving just like an electric vehicle. Then again, there are still limits to the regenerative brakes, which still requires the physical brakes to step in from time to time. Just like all modern-day Volvos, the XC90 will feature a whole host of safety and driver assistance systems on the vehicle. While this is sufficient for modern-day use, I'm really interested to see the next generation driver aids that will be available on the EX90. As of now, here are the safety and driver assistance systems found on the XC90. For such a huge and luxurious vehicle, the asking price of 433,000 ringgit buys you quite a lot of car for the money. The XC90 is a timeless looking SUV, and it did not look out of place parking beside newer competitors. As Volvo's next generation flagship SUV will be fully electric, the XC90 is the vehicle for those who did not want a pure electric SUV. Hope you enjoyed this review. Please kindly leave a like and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more future videos. If you would like to find out more about the Volvo XC90, feel free to head on over to our website carsick.my for more information. Hope to see you soon. Bye!